Are women whom are independent a threat to some men? I will say they are. Women who voice opinion, who are progressive, they want to move forward in life, become educated, they want equal pay, equal rights, they want to be able to choose whom they want to marry and not be forced to marry people that they're not interested in. Those women are viewed as a threat. Women who seek independence, their own power of authority over their lives, are viewed as a nuisance. There is always something wrong with women who want to speak out on political and social issues that we're dealing with today. And it's sad because women are human. We have feelings. We hurt. We have brains. We can speak. We think for ourselves. But we're told to be quiet and to be silenced. We're told that women shouldn't have choices and make decisions for themselves. And it's wrong. Wrong for people to look at women as if they have no mind to think for themselves, no voice to speak for themselves, as if they should just deal with society and whatever rules are put in place, if it's in society or if it's in religion, we're supposed to just follow it. And a lot of this is taught to us early on as children, and then we teach it to our children and so on and so forth, and they grow up believing that, oh, I'm going to meet this right person and there's going to be somebody for me and I'm going to have this lovely wedding and I'm going to have beautiful children and a beautiful family and a man that's going to be there for me and he's going to be in my corner and he's going to support me and we're going to have a beautiful wedding and we're going to have flowers and we're going to have candy and we're going to have cake and we're going to have a beautiful dress. I'm going to wear white. I'm going to walk down the aisle and all my dreams are going to happen. And see, that is not a reality for everyone. That may happen to some people. And it may start off that way. But it may not, in the middle of that marriage, it may not be that way. Because marriage is work. And when people are together, it isn't just about flowers and, what the Bible is saying. Real reality sets in when you start having issues with money, children, maybe family members, relatives. Sickness could happen. The wife could get sick. The husband could get sick. The children could get sick. Maybe money issues. Finding a decent place to live, to raise children. Maybe you don't want to have children right away. There could be a lot of issues. Maybe there's family members that are putting pressure on each other about who's married to their nephew or their son or their daughter or their sister, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, father-in-law issues, grandparents. Who's coming to the wedding? Who's not coming to the wedding? Do you want to have kids? Can you have kids? Do you have something that is wrong where you can't produce children? Where you might have to have artificial insemination? Or maybe you don't want kids. Maybe she doesn't want kids. Maybe the guy wants the kids and the woman doesn't want the kids. Or maybe the woman wants the kids and the guy doesn't want the kids. So he gets mad, he leaves her stuck with kids. And we always hear this stuff about single parent mothers. And why does she have all these kids? Well, maybe she didn't intentionally have all those kids. Maybe she was with someone and he left her. She was married or he got sick. There could be a whole myriad of reasons. But as soon as she wants to be independent, and this could be from any culture, as soon as she wants to speak her mind and say, I don't want to have kids. Maybe she doesn't want to have kids at all. Maybe she just wants to be single. Something's wrong with anything a woman chooses to do with her body if she says she doesn't want to have kids. Religion could play a part in why that is a reason. They may teach that a woman's body is to produce children. But what does that say to little girls? And then when they grow up and become young women, and something is wrong where they can't make babies, how do you think that makes her feel? What if she chooses to be independent? Maybe she had children and it didn't work out in that relationship, and she does not want to be tied down. Maybe she doesn't want kids. Maybe her husband died, or maybe she just has a boyfriend. Maybe she's not even into males. Maybe she's gay, lesbian. Maybe she's just wants to be a single, independent woman, an entrepreneur. Maybe her having a job is so busy that she cannot be at home. These are realities. She might be in a profession that calls for her attention more so than being at home. And particularly, women of color face a lot of male bashing and gender bashing on social media. Raven Simone, you just saw that. Women in sports of color, how they look, their skin tone, their hair, their body, their appearance, who they date, who they don't date, whether they're straight or they're lesbian or they're, whatever they can come up with, it is viewed as if a woman asserts aggressiveness, independence, if she's strong, it's a threat. Something's wrong with it, or it's a threat. What if women decide to take on occupations that were primarily thought to be men jobs or male jobs? You can't do that. Women aren't strong enough to do that. That's for men to do, not women. Women should not speak. They just maybe can be seen. But, in some cultures, they don't even want women to show body parts, her arms, just things we take for granted. Only her eyes, and she can't talk. And what if she's a woman of color and she's married to the first black president? She speaks out on her social opinions on what's going on in society today is viewed as a threat. Something's wrong with that. She can't be a black woman telling this country how they should eat and what they should do in society and social issues, and she's looked at as ugly. But if she has a job, she has her own car, pays her bills, she's independent, manages to live comfortably, she only needs that mate for support of loyalty, not their money. Something's wrong with that. If she has her own finance, what's the catch? What does she need the man for? Oh, something is wrong. If she says she's a strong, independent black woman, something is extremely wrong with that, because she has to be loud and rude, and she doesn't respect people, and it's never looked at as positive. It's always looked at as too aggressive, and she just, she wants to be the pants in the house. And So where are we getting some of this stuff from? Are we getting it from the Bible? Are we getting it from where we were taught as we were raised in our households early on, that there are certain boxes that people need to be in, and they need to be in their place, and they shouldn't go and they shouldn't dare escape those boxes and those labels and those rules of scripture, misogyny, prejudice, slavery, rape, are all perfectly fine and natural according to biblical morality, are all wrong, evil, and unnatural. However, look at that. What are we saying to women? What are we saying to little girls even when we send these messages to people? They're looking at us. They're looking at what's happening. They're looking at what's happening to each other in society, in American society. What messages are we sending? Are they positive? You're too fat. You're too dark. You're too ugly. Your hair needs to look like somebody else's hair. And don't you dare be assertive. Don't you speak your opinions. Don't go get educated. Don't seek higher education. Don't seek equal pay for women. Don't be progressive. Just be dumb and uneducated. That makes you more desirable to males. And take the abuse. Take being beat up on. Never speak out. Rape is your fault, not the rapist. So what messages are we sending? Think about that.